minute, fella. Look here.
Stand by.
One for C-Lab, two for Joy Eagle, three for Wolverine to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Broadcasting live from inside the Power Band, this is The Blah. In this episode, everybody dies. I'm your host, Kevin, along with my super fun friends, Ben.
Yo.
And Chad.
Hey, brah.
Hey, brah. Welcome to the show, folks. That's right. This week we're talking about the 1993 coming-of-age inspired our Gleaming the Turd Extreme Razor Scooters and Segways movie Airborne, starring Shane McDermott and a whole host of wonderful actors. Let's start the show.
Starring two people you know and everyone else that you've never heard of.
That's right. High level.
My high level note on this, the first level I have is at a high level, fuck you for picking this movie.
Oh, come on, man. In the annals of the extreme...
I second that emotion.
Oh, boy. I'm dead just from that.
You've been voted off the island, bro.
Dude, no. You can't vote me off Valverde.
I mean, the amount of times you eject yourself off Valverde, I don't know if we need to vote you off it, so...
Whoa!
Boom. I don't know. I don't know if I enjoyed this movie. I did manage, like, this is one of the few picks that I can watch with my partner because she doesn't give a shit about action or sci-fi or any of that stuff. So I was just like, hey, you want to watch this really bad 90s movie with me? I actually have never seen this movie, so I had no idea what I was getting into. Yep, never seen it.
Oh, my God.
And so we started the movie, and 2 minutes in, I paused it. And I was like, all right, now we need to guess the plot. And we got most of it, man, but...
nice.
I did not expect the whole Minnesota or wherever the fuck, Cleveland, Ohio, or wherever they were.
Cincinnati.
There you go. I didn't expect that, and yeah, it was just I don't know. It was exactly what you expect in these kind of movies, though. So that's why I don't know how I feel about it. But I still say fuck you for picking it.
Okay, I'm gonna take that. Fuck you, Jarhigo. I know you're ready to stab me through the phone. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We got a black rain coming from you, Penny.
What?
I love it. Just the like you're kind of giving me the Kev during Black Rain vibe. You're like, I fucking hated this. That's funny.
I want my time back. Really do. I know I've joked about that before, but I'm like serious this time. I'm totally serious. You know, if I'm lucky, I'll make it another 30 years. I want that fucking hour and a half back.
You're gonna be lying in your deathbed in 30 years,
like fucking Airborne.
Even Jack Black and Seth Green could not save this film for Jarhigo.
Not even. In fact, they've both gone down a little in my estimation.
I don't know if Seth Green could have gone any lower, to be honest.
Well, you certainly don't hear either of them talk about this film.
No.
I really have very little to say. I never saw this movie before. I don't have any nostalgia for it. I wish I'd never seen it now. I wish I had that, hour and a half or whatever it was back in my life to do with it anything, really. I don't know, maybe pull my toenails out one by one, or
nice,
or maybe I would trade it for watching Justice League and Thor: Dark World back to back.
Oh yeah, this could be like one of those 80s/90s walls where it's a bunch of CRTs just like all stacked up, and you've got like Justice League on one, the original cut on the other, Dark World, Black Rain, just all these things just stacked up.
Or
I suppose you liked Black Rain. Kev hated Black Rain. That's right.
Well, I mean, you could take like maybe the timeout room at the Valverde bunker is like a really uncomfortable wooden chair with like this wall of CRT TVs that you're talking about, and you get strapped to the chair and you're forced to watch all of those movies simultaneously.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange style.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you would have done that over this?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I almost threw myself out of a window in the middle of the movie because I just wanted to.
But lucky for us, there's no tall buildings in Nantucket.
I just wanted to forget about it.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. I grew up through the 90s and I really didn't like it then. And I really don't like it now.
Right. The subgenre.
There's nothing redeeming here for me. Not even Seth Green and Jack Black in their youth could do anything to help me from this awful. I mean, yeah, that's it. I don't even have a sense of humor about it. Like, I've been racking my brain all week trying to think of some funny angle for this movie, and I just I can't do it.
Well, yeah, okay.
I think
you have to actually sort of like something in order to really
yeah,
razz on it, and there's nothing there for me on this one.
I think this movie is the precursor to all the Sunny D commercials. I think this is the original Sunny D commercial.
Yes. This movie, its essence is comprised of Sunny D commercials.
They had all the Sunny D you could drink for the extras.
Like, if you could peel back the cover on this movie, you would see Sunny D commercials.
So that's my contribution as to the origin story of this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fearful to even say what I'm going to say next. Because I'm afraid one of you is either going to walk out or you're never going to talk to me again, or you're going to try to harm me in some way.
Yeah, maybe. Give it a whirl.
Terrible, terrible turtle harm. Grrr, shell time coming. Okay, here's the thing. I picked this movie because it is in the string of coming-of-age movies that inspired Gleaming the Turd, the Extreme Razor Scooter, and Segway movie, the idea that we came up with. And I have seen this movie so many times, it's ridiculous. I actually purchased a copy of it a couple of years ago. I love it so much. I love it because it's horrible. I don't think I ever loved it because it was great. This was definitely a movie that appeared on like some pay cable channel, and it was just on, and I would just watch it. You know, I think we've all been victims of that. Yep. But I just sort of like grew to love it in this like hatred kind of way. And then I think that that's probably somehow evolved into just liking the movie, partly because it's horrible. And, you know, it's like one of these like coming of age stories like Rad and Aspen Extreme and Gleaming the Cube and Grind. So I don't know. I fucking love this movie. I love it. It's just,
I'm sorry.
It's so perfectly 90s. It's so perfectly coming of age. It's so perfectly predictable. So contrived. So like a vehicle for a guy that only did one movie. That would be Shane McDermott. In this movie is the one movie that he did. And now he like sells real estate in Texas or something.
Claim to fame.
And, you know, like, I don't know. I love it because it's horrible, and I just love it. It's just so stupid, dude. It's great. I mean, rollerblading. I mean, come on. Rollerblading was like on fire around this time too, so it was like all the rage. And you know, as a skater and a rollerblader, like I don't know, some part of that connected with me too. So I don't know, man. I find a lot of humor in this. Like I find, you know, there's some awesomeness in it, and that's it. I love it. That's why I picked it. I'm sorry that I tortured the two of you in the process of my pick.
I wasn't tortured.
I think this has got to be the strongest negative reaction any of us have had to any property, possibly.
Yeah, maybe. It beats Justice League, which is pretty heavy duty for Benny.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you guys even convinced me of Justice League and its failings by the end of that episode, you know, so... I don't know. I'm sorry, man.
Kev, you know, You just stop picking these movies, man. You got to, you got to be like, man, you got to be like Popeye, because he is who he is. And, do you think he's worried about trying to pick a slick 90s movie to impress Olive Oil?
No.
No. He's just Popeye, man.
He is what he is.
So
You're right,
deep.
dude. You know what? You're right. I am what I am. I'm a fucking nerd, and I love it, and I fucking love this movie. There, I said it. It's terrible, and it's great, and Stuart Copeland did the fucking score. It's got Seth Green, Jack Black in it, Jacob Vargas. Like, it's got ridiculous rollerblading. It's like...
It's got that Minnesota mom from Home Alone or whatever.
No, fuck. Edie McClurg, man. Come on. She's
best.
a legend.
Yeah, she is.
She's the best. And she totally just crushes it in this movie, dude.
They all love him. He's a righteous dude.
Her and the dad are like...
They're the best bit, kind of.
They're the best, man. Oh, father. Come on in here.
All the game's on. I just want to watch the game.
I...
Did you see this, like, when it came out, Kev? Did you see it, like, back in the day?
No, I didn't. But it like, when it... Because
wow,
it
man.
probably didn't...
I'm really trying to, like, give you some,
Something?
trying to help you along here, and you just keep stepping in it, so I'm just going to shut up.
Dude.
Dude, the when you said earlier that you bought a copy of this movie, I just picture like someone called somebody and they're like, yo, somebody fucking bought a copy of this. Like, called the director up, and we're like, dude, we sold a DVD.
It's worse, Chad. It's worse than that. I didn't buy the DVD.
Okay, you just bought it digitally?
I spent too much money on the digital copy a couple of years ago.
That's amazing. I hope it was fucking 4K, bro, so you could see all the sweet rollerblade action.
It wasn't, dude, but like I'm already ready to watch it again. Like,
oh my god,
it's glorious.
Look, just to actually like get into it a little bit, like I'm on board with the extreme sports bullshittery, and this is what you would expect of a, in my view, kind of just like an average example. Like no extreme sports movie is ever really gonna have a fucking plot. Like when me and my lady lumps were like trying to figure out, she was like, oh, there'll be a competition at the end. I was like, nah, man, there's gonna be a race at the end, and there's gonna be a bad team and a good team. Like it's just it's always one of those two things. It's always a girl,
totally,
or a gang. Like it's just always the way. And to be honest, like I saw it coming and we figured it out beforehand. But even then, when like the plot is completely abandoned for a 20-minute rollerblade fucking devil's backbone sequence, I was just like, oh my god, dude.
That was the best.
So ridiculous, man.
I know, but
it seemed like a bit of an anticlimax to me, to be honest, but all right.
No, that's fine, dude. I mean, look, I love this movie for all of its terribleness, like the Popeye line and just all of it, dude. So, go for it. Dunk it, man. It's
gotta be like Popeye.
It's dunkable, dude.
It's a Dunkaroo.
What happened? Oh my god, the worst product ever, dude.
Dunkaroos, you don't just dip your Dunkaroo.
Dunkaroos.
This is the movie equivalent of Dunkaroos.
They should be serving Dunkaroos at Outback Steakhouse.
I have no idea what you're fucking talking about right now.
Really?
Dunkaroos were like a stupid cookie, and they were like shaped like kangaroos or something, man. Or was it?
No,
just
it was the cheese stick things where you'd like put the cheese in the corner with a red stick and you'd smear it on a cracker and
yeah.
It was that, except instead of cheese, it was frosting, and so you dunked kangaroo cookies into a vanilla frosting.
And the mascot was a kangaroo, and they always said Dunkaroos in this stupid Australian accent. I really hope that we have some Australian listeners, man.
We do. I'm going to catch a beer with one of them soon.
Well, then we're going to fucking link up the commercial so you can see how stupid America really is.
I think you'd enjoy this commercial more than you'd enjoy this movie, Benny. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, there you go, man.
I remember now. Fuck you for reminding me.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Chocolate, vanilla, yummy cookies too. Taste so good with a glass up. Moo. Dunkaroos.
Oh my god.
Dunkaroos.
You are dead for doing that.
Well, I live in Australia. It's like part of my application for my visa is you have to know the national anthem, and the national anthem is the Dunkaroos commercial. So
Okay, well, look, it's not that you sang it or did it. It's that you knew all the lyrics to it, dude, because it's been a long time.
that second verse just came to me. So it was a moment of serendipity. You're welcome. I'm sorry. You're welcome.
I'm sorry to our listeners, but I officially quit the podcast. Goodbye.
I'm done. I'm done here. I'm gonna go watch Justice League.
Dun, 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 dun.
What was that?
Yeah, baby. We were, I don't know, just, it had like a kind of a game show, kind of crappy sitcom feel to it. So I was trying to give it a little theme music.
Yep.
Yep. Roger, Roger.
Is Roger? I'm risking a death here, but is Roger a Star Wars death for you?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So would you rather watch the prequel trilogy, Benny, than watch this movie again?
Yeah, no brainer.
Wow. I'd rather watch this, I think.
I hate the prequel trilogy. At least each movie had some redeeming,
Right.
thing in it,
Like the high ground.
the high ground.
Yeah, you got the high ground, Anakin.
And burnt Anakin. And Ooo-bah, dude, come on. That was like the
Ooo-bah's
best
pretty
part.
good, yeah.
That was one of the, that was in
Yeah,
like
had
the first,
black
second
rain
show
stuck
we did.
behind the fence part. and
Yeah. She died because she was sad.
We tried everything we could. She simply lost the will to live.
We stood over her saying Ooo-bah and did nothing else, and then she just died. Don't really know what
You
happened.
said the magic words. She did not respond. Ooo-bah. Ooo-bah. Ooo-bah.
That's what it should be every time there's a Star Wars death, is the other two should go, Ooo-bah.
Ooh, good idea.
Ooo-bah." Right?
Our show in 3 years is going to be like,
I think I need somebody to just say Ooo-bah to me for like a half an hour over and over again to.
you'd feel better or you'd die.
Well, one or the other, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll rip it and then I'll loop it for 30 minutes, dude, so you can go to sleep to it.
There you go.
Ooo-bah.
One of the best things about this was brought out from looking at Rotten Tomatoes reviews, where the poster has 3 taglines, one of which is Mitchell becomes the most popular guy on Earth once he took to the sky. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
That's stupid.
I feel like that just it says it all.
That was a tagline for like in the marketing?
It was one of 3 taglines on the poster.
Oh, nice. That's terrible.
Mitchell was like popular as soon as he fucking walked through the door of the school. Like girls were fucking drooling over him. Like who wasn't he popular with? The meatheads or whatever. Like who fucking cares?
Well, all I have to say to that, Benny, is man wasn't meant to fly. Kids were.
There you go.
Jesus.
Heroes
Christ.
aren't made. They're airborne.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, he wasn't really an underdog, was he? He was like, it was funny
No!
because in the opening sequence where he's like getting his blades on to go surf Venice Beach, I was lying there watching this and I was like, man, this is some 90s shit. Check out those knee pads. I was like, oh man, look at that Johnathan Taylor Thomas hairdo. Like it was totally teen heartthrob casting bullshit. And he just
he was on a a teen soap opera.
Oh yeah.
I think. And yeah, that's how he became super popular. And then he did this movie and then he quit.
Have you everybody kept this kid's life?
I looked this up a while ago, dude. That's how much of a nerd I am.
I love it.
This movie ruined his life.
Well, it sounds like it might have ruined yours too, bud. So maybe it's got that effect on people.
I'm telling you, man. Damn near did. Fucked me up.
Do wait till we do Rad and we're talking about Hell Track. That's even better.
Right?
Do you guys remember when we had a conversation about let's stop saving shit and start getting to the good stuff?
Watch good
feel like
stuff.
We're just doing everything but that.
Well, we did Akira, so
Yeah, we did RoboCop,
Sure.
Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
this one did sound like it was going to be better than it was. Like, Cav, you were like, oh, I think this one or this one or this one. And it was like, oh, man, those could be really funny. And one of the things I think about this is like the idea of it is better than the reality of it. It's kind of like when you want to, I don't know about if you guys are good artists or not, but there's like, oh, I want to just draw something real quick. And you just like start drawing and you have it in your mind perfectly. And then as you draw it, you realize you're a really shitty artist. And you're like, fuck, that's not at all what I wanted to do.
Yes, I'm feeling you there.
And I feel like this one, I was like in the opening sequence, is like, man, this is some 90s shit. This is going to be delightful. And then like as the plot decisions were made, I was like, huh? Over and over again. But I still was kind of on board. I don't know. I'm so conflicted about this one, man.
It's totally razor thin, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's so predictable, so razor thin. I mean, it's terrible, you know. But that's what makes it so awesome.
Yeah.
Like Rad, like Grind, you know, Aspen Extreme, whatever. They're just great.
Ali Gorditas gave us a hard time about skipping BMX Bandits, the cult Australian addition to this genre. So I just want to throw that in there.
I know all about BMX Bandits. It was Nicole Kidman's first movie.
Yeah, she's like 16 in it or something.
Yeah, it's legendary, and it's definitely up there with these movies.
Just want to throw that out there.
No question. I've seen it more times than I care to admit. Riding BMX bikes around and throwing water balloons, dude.
Dude, that was like, my youth.
What could be better? Yeah, it was my youth too. So, anyway, should we talk about the plot?
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about quitting the podcast because now I realize that we're going to have to do all those movies. And I didn't even really like Gleaming the Cube. And, you know, I was kind of into skating when I was younger. So
Gleaming the Cube kind of seems like it would be have the most plot when compared to others.
No doubt.
Like I watched the trailer before we came on the air just to refresh my memory of Gleaming the Cube. And like, at least there's some gang shit going on. And like,
yeah, it's like a mystery movie. Like he's solving the mystery like on his skateboard.
My favorite thing about Gleaming the Cube has to be that it's classified as a neo-noir, and that's why you like it, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's a neo-noir, right.
I seriously, like, people say that, which is hilarious to me.
People actually said that?
Yeah,
No
if you look
way.
up Gleaming the Cube, it says, it's like, it's a neo-noir 80s action sports movie. It's like, dude, no, it isn't.
Well, I mean, look, dude, at its core, like, I mean, this is a terrible movie, and I love it because it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I have no problem admitting that. So is Gleaming the Cube.
No, it's the same as, like, Nothing But Trouble. Like, I get it.
I mean, there's, in my opinion anyway, like, Seth Green, Jack Black, Jacob Vargas, like, if you didn't have those three in this movie, it would just be 50 feet of crap and then this movie, you know, like it would have been terrible. I mean, really in Chris Conrad and Brittany Powell too, but whatever, dude.
But I mean, like, what did they do that redeemed the movie just besides like their faces being in it?
Their presence and their commitment as performers. Like they were trying to make this movie good. Like they were committed while they were doing it. And that alone gave it something. Whereas if they had put other lesser skilled thespians in these roles, it would have been terrible. I can't believe all that just came out of my mouth.
Really grasping.
This shit I'm making up is true.
I use big words. I kind of think the redeeming quality here for me was the 90s-ness, where there was that just tiny bit of nostalgia garbage juice where, I'd be like, oh man, remember those backpacks? Or like I think the Scott Evil dress up scene where the surfer kid fake laughed for half an hour with I'm Too Sexy. Like that was the most 90s thing ever, man.
So 90s, dude. It was so great. Come on.
It was super 90s. So I think, the Jack Blacks and Scott Evils hamming it up and 90s-ing it up was kind of a redeeming quality.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's not much to hang your hat on, but it definitely, like, I enjoyed the 90s-ness. It was very 90s.
That's what this movie is all about. It's nostalgia for terrible coming of age movies. I mean, Karate Kid is a coming of age movie, but it's awesome, you know?
Yeah.
And like, you know, Just One of the Guys, which definitely needs to be done at some point soon, that's like, you know, a classic like switcheroo comedy, and it has William Zabka in it, so
I think watching this now, I've got 90s nostalgia, but at the time, this was like how can we make a movie that shows what's cool now, you know?
Well, that's not what I was going to say. If I like to finish what I was going to say a second ago, like this was purely a vehicle for Shane McDermott.
Yeah.
And like, he was just like, yeah, this sucks. I'm not being an actor anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know, fucking go figure, man. That's what I think this movie was.
I think it did a good job of selling what's cool to 90s kids, though.
Definitely, dude. They were like, oh, this is a vehicle for Shane McDermott, and oh, we got to throw rollerblades in it because that's like totally on fire right now.
Mm.
And, you know, the result was this terrible movie, and it's awesome, and it's gleamed, polished turdness.
It's gleamed turd. I love it. I never would have expected the whole Midwest thing. I kind of dug.
Yeah.
I dug and was confused by that.
Why? Why were you confused by that?
It's just such a strange choice, but I like it. I kind of like the like stereotypical stand in front of a class full of hockey jocks kind of stupidity of it. The own goal hockey game. I don't know. It's like it's just kind of funny that they're like, well, we need the fish out of water to be able to redeem himself. There's no waves in the Midwest, so he can't like win a surfing competition. But he's an inline skater, so maybe we do hockey? It's like, yeah, let's just make it a hockey inline skating movie. That works.
Oh, yeah, really weird. Really bizarre.
And then...
like, they were trying to get, like, cram as many extreme sports in there as possible, like surfing and rollerblading.
So they, like, try and thread this hockey thread through the plot. But then at some point, they're like, yeah, there kind of hasn't been any action in a while. Can we just, like, get his rollerblades mailed to him and he can Pied Piper through the streets collecting tweens? They're all just like,
dude,
whoa, you're so cool.
That was the best.
It was so
dude, that was
funny,
man. Well, you know, another thing about this movie is that this movie is just thick as fuck with montages, man. I actually counted and named the montages in this movie. There's 7 of them, culminating with what I called the ultimate roller-tage.
Is that the devil's backbone?
That's the ultimate roller-tage is the Pied Piper-tage. Dude.
Oh yeah,
okay. Going through Cincinnati, dude. It's like
blowing kids' fucking
kid
minds with his tricks.
Blowing kids' minds while he's jumping stairs. Wow.
I don't know if it was the jumping stairs that got me or if it was the like on a flat street in the most boring fucking pothole ridden road on earth doing like spinning, like just spinning around, you know, like pirouetting. That was so extreme.
Well, exactly. Because like, I mean, let's face it. I mean, I'm a rollerblader and an ice skater, and rollerblading is just not that exciting. And I mean, you know, watching skateboarding is just like awesome. Those guys are just incredible what they do with the boards, man. But like rollerblading, it's like, eh.
I partially listened to what you just said, but the fact that you said you're a rollerblader in the present tense, I have to admit that I'm wondering if that's an accurate representation of your identity. Do you still rollerblade? Please say yes. Please say yes.
I don't think it's entirely accurate. I haven't thrown on my blades in a long time, but
do you own a pair of rollerblades?
Yeah, they're actually hockey rollerblades.
Oh my god, I fucking love that.
Roller hockey was like a thing, man. It still is. I mean, people play roller hockey when they can't skate. So when they can't ice skate, rather. That
I get, but rollerblades on a ramp, it's like
they're on your feet. They're attached.
They're attached to your feet. Exactly. It's like if you had the skateboard. Like what makes the skateboard so exciting is that it's not fucking attached to your feet. So it's all like, you know, momentum and you know, just like gravity essentially that's keeping things together.
Totally.
It'd be like, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like suicide, but yeah, skateboarding with the skateboard strapped to your feet. which I guess is snowboarding. Really,
It works in the
but,
snow.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
snow, when you fall in the snow, it's soft, dude. When you fall on the pavement, as I'm sure you know, like it hurts like hell, dude.
Oh yeah. I spent more time falling than I did actually pulling off sweet tricks in my youth. But
No doubt, dude.
there used to be this character that would rollerblade out here with like this big giant like brass baton.
Oh, the black dude? I loved him.
Right? Yeah, you remember him?
Oh, yeah. He would
Big
like
crazy
funk
sunglasses.
Was
dance.
he a roller blader or a roller skater, man?
No, it was pretty sure it was blades.
I think they were
Okay.
blades.
I'm with it.
That was
Go ahead.
amazing. Describe his activities for the non-Nantucketers of the podcast.
Well, yeah, he would just rollerblade around, kind of dressed snazzily, and he had this like, I don't know, like it had to be like 6 feet long, sort of just brass pole that he would like twirl around while he was rollerblading.
It was like a
just,
shower curtain rod or something, and he had like a camo
yeah.
jacket, if I remember correctly.
Not 100% sure whether it was a shower rod or not, but yeah, he was just a you know, like it wouldn't be out of place like on the boardwalk, you know.
That's true.
On fucking Venice Beach or whatever, you know, but like on Nantucket when there's a dude that's just like, you know, rollerblading around while twirling a big brass baton.
Been doing like funk steps with his feet. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. It was
Every
pretty
time
awesome.
I saw him,
It
I was
a
just like,
spectacle.
more power to you, dude. I love
Yep.
the ballsiness, man. High
Yeah,
fives.
absolutely. It's like, bless your soul, man.
Yep. Yep, that's it. I think we've mined this one for most of its. We milked it.
It hurts
What hurts?
hearing the positive things being said about this film.
And this is what makes great EBD podcasts.
Can we comment on all of the well-placed plywood, please, around the city?
Oh, dude, come on. We got to talk about that. Got to talk about the montages, man. The rollerblading gear, the safety glasses, the helmets. Team Rollerblade. Go ahead with the plywood.
Yeah. What were the other montage names that you had there? Anyways, do you want to talk about the
perfectly laid out plywood that, you know, if he tried to go on it the other way, he would totally eat
You would
shit.
die. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm
Well,
just
you know,
not
I
an
mean-
advanced enough rollerblader, but when I was like 12 and got rollerblades and was so excited about it, I remember going on like this perfectly paved brand new road, and there was like a fucking micron of something on the road, and I hit it and like fell face first. So I have no idea how
Yeah.
these guys stayed up.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
That was my overarching high level of this movie, is that like, unless you're rollerblading on glass, like you're just going to eat shit for breakfast.
Well, I mean, that or you're going to have a high level of skill and experience doing it outside on streets, man. I mean, it doesn't take much to make you totally just do that, faceplant.
Hell, man. Eating shit is half the fun.
Yeah.
True. Still hurts like hell.
Oh, yeah, it sucks. There's nothing fun about pulling pebbles out of your fucking,
Elbows.
out of your elbows and your hands and
Yeah,
your knees and your shins and shit.
I went,
It's always funny in retrospect.
anyway.
Plywood.
Well, plywood, yes, but I mean, kind
Kate
of
Capshaw.
sidecarring in Kate Capshaw and what I was talking about before, like rollerblading is just, it's not that exciting. Like, you know, Ben said, it's like the skates are attached to your feet. It's like, who cares? You know, it makes it so easy, dude. You know, I mean, it's not easy, but it's a large degree easier when the apparatus are attached to your feet. You know, it's like if I throw on some skates or get a razor scooter, dude, and I start tricking around my patio and somebody lays on the ground and films it, it's going to look extreme because of the angle.
Can we just pause and can I formally request that you do that?
Yeah. Done. I will totally do that
Okay.
to demonstrate that, like, you know, it's not that exciting. So you got to like lay down on the ground and get a lot of like dynamic, like upshot angles, and then it looks super cool. And then you do a
Right.
little slow-mo, and then you come up with like a cool rollerblading sound effect, which they had in this movie, which was so dumb. That and the ice skating sound effects were ridiculous, man. They sounded like swords.
Oh, totally. And the car
Cling,
sound
ching,
effects,
changin',
man.
dude.
Yeah. The cars too. There was like I remember at one stage in the Devil's Backbone scene, like the shittiest Pinto in the background, like is parallel parking, and the fucking tires are screeching while the thing's parking. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, guys.
Yeah.
It's not that extreme.
No, it's not. Or like they at one point they come around a corner and they're on the Devil's Backbone race, and like they're on the right side of the road, and there's a car coming on the other side of the road, and the guy just like he honks like they're in his lane, but they're not, and they're in no danger of impeding his journey. It's just so stupid, dude.
There's no shortage of stupid in this one, I'll tell you what.
It's awesome, man. See, like, to me, Ben, a movie like this is so dumb and so predictable. It's like going through Gargantua in Interstellar. Like, you go through this black hole of stupidity and you hit the event horizon, and then eventually you come out the other side, and it's awesome because it's just so unbelievably terrible. That's how
I'm picturing you in full rollerblade gear, like McConaughey behind the bookshelf.
Gargantua.
Just like floating in an infinite space, looking through the film of whatever into Sunny D commercials, and just be like, nah, Murph, and all you're looking out of the fridge when they open the fridge and purple stuff. Sunny D,
and
yeah.
I'm like making a pattern in the fridge. It's not books. It's
You're just like
beverages.
nudging the Sunny D bottle forward so that they see it. Yeah.
See, that sounds amazing. I just, I'm not. I wish what you were saying was true for me, Kev, because ultimately it would be better if I could say something about this film that was either funny or good. But I can't.
I can't. You're like that doctor, that scientist that got, marooned for what ended up being hundreds of years on the ice planet.
What, I'm Matt Damon?
Totally.
Yeah, or
Jesus Christ.
the other guy that got stuck in the ship when they had like, a 10-foot beard when they got back after 30 minutes.
Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the band in Back to the Future.
There you go, dude. Totally.
No, I think Benny's totally got the Matt Damon stuck on the ice planet thing going on, where he's just like waiting for us to like go off on a little cul-de-sac so he can fucking pop the air out of our suits and steal our ship and get the fuck off this podcast.
Nailed it. Well, I mean, look, Upswing, it's going to be a short episode.
Which you just jinxed, and it's going to be 3 hours now, and Benny... Yeah.
No! It can't. I will never make it that long. There's not much to talk about here.
No.
The movie's awesome because it's terrible. Like, we've already gone through, like, half the things.
The Biodome rollerblade date was kind of funny.
Biodome rollerblade date. Well, they weren't on rollerblades. What do you
No,
mean
but I like how,
that
like-
one, the botanical garden.
Yeah.
Mitchell!
Where are you?
Mitchell!
Because you know what's fun about a date? It's your boyfriend fucking skating around while you stand there like an idiot, because that's fun. That was funny.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You're so crazy.
And that was a montage too, botanical garden montage.
I feel like I feel like the main female character in this one should have been replaced by Chris from Brain Candy.
Oh my God! Yes.
What, one of the guys from Kids in the Hall and Drag?
Yeah, totally. The character, what's her name? Alice? Well, it's not Alice. What's her name from
Yeah,
Brain
no,
Candy?
it's Alice, dude.
Is it Alice?
It's Alice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris. Well, it is a good drug.
Why are you rollerblading around so much, Chris?
Chris, I didn't know. Oh.
What else, man? The fucking...
Yeah, I don't know. He opens up his stupid fat mouth and he's like, "No, nothing matters to me anyways. I'm out of here in 6 months." And then she gets all mad at him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he pantses the whatever the
Chocolate stained Blaine. Yep.
Yeah, the prep jock.
And somehow he's awesome again just because of that little.
Oh my God, that's the best.
I hate you. I never want to see you again. And then he pulls a kid's pants down. I love you. Stand on the hood of a car waving.
Hang on, I never got to tell you about my dream. And she's like, will you go?
You're so crazy, Chris.
God.
So great.
Stop. You're
No, I'm not going to stop. I think when they had the showdown at the burger and fry joint there's a montage right after that. After Wiley's like, dude, you didn't do nothing, man.
Can we talk about his hair for a minute?
Oh, let's do it.
I know that you're normally the hair and mustache guy, but like,
I am.
dude, Scott Evil's hair in this was just like, what in the flying fuck was going on with that?
Yeah, Seth Green with long hair. It was 90s hair, bro. Come on.
Dude, I had a really bad case of 90s hair, but that was some serious shit.
Oh, so did I. Wait, Ben, when did you graduate?
92.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like that was some 90s hair, dude.
That was beyond 90s hair, man. That was like fucking Gwen Stefani's hair in the 90s. That wasn't.
No one had hair like that. No one. No one.
I want to say like Brittany Murphy had that hair.
Not one fucking person that I knew had hair like that. None of them.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how 90s it was.
All right.
It was definitely a
Terrible.
baffling quaff, but everybody goes through a phase, I guess.
Everyone goes through their they're only happy when it rains garbage phase.
Your misery down.
Or maybe he was like a backup dancer in the Cranberries or something. With their tanks and their bombs and their bombs.
Did you have to use your finger?
And their goons and their goons.
Zombie.
It's just something, man.
Zombie. Hey.
Wow, that is so funny.
But that was what his outfit was. His outfit was a mashup of all those fucking bands.
So he basically was like a male Dolores O'Riordan from the Cranberries.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Amazing that
It's a little early for the Cranberries, I think, at that point. But
maybe he inspired the Cranberries.
There you go.
I think he is the Cranberry.
He's the Cranberry that inspired the Cranberries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He listened to Mitchell's little speech about Popeye, and he became the Cranberry.
Yep.
Exactly.
I am what I am.
Whoa.
So deep.
I am sexy.
Babe, I am what I am.
Too sexy.
I'm the Cranberry.
I was down with that Right Said Fred song coming on. I'll tell you what.
Dude, that was awesome, man. Come on. It was so great. That whole scene was so ridiculous.
That was just the most cringeworthy.
That's what was great about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's so great about it.
No.
You're so resisting. Don't resist anymore, Benny. There was some good stuff here.
Stop resisting.
Give in to your feelings.
You know what? I watched Nobody today, and
How was that?
I took a special delight at the violence in it.
Wow.
It was kind of like a cathartic, like, therapy for just getting over Airborne.
You just imagined them all being murdered.
Stabbed, beat to shit with baseball bats and stabbed and shot. And yeah.
Reasonable. Totally reasonable. Nothing weird about that at all.
Oh, it's fucking weird, but it's true.
I want to just briefly mention how hilarious it was that there was like a 300-pound, 32-year-old high school junior as the lead of the hockey team.
Wait, what? Who?
The
Rosenblatt?
dude. Yeah, man. He was fucking, he was like 30 years old sitting there in the front seat.
You mean the guy with the face brace?
No.
The
dude's the brother, the main guy.
Oh, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Conrad? Totally, dude. Chad, I got the best freaking nugget, dude, that you're going to love.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. You want to hear it now?
Well, there's only probably going to be one nugget in this movie, so you might want to save it for the nugget section.
All right, I'll save it.
Nuggets test ratings, we ready? Benny's ready.
Please.
I know Ben's ready. I mean, look, this movie, somewhat of a nugget. Stuart Copeland did the soundtrack, the score for this movie.
What else has he done?
Well, let's see. He was the drummer for the Police,
Yeah.
for one thing.
There you go.
It's kind of a thing.
That's a big thing. And then he was an Oysterhead more recently, and he did a lot of score work.
He did a lot of score work, though. Yeah.
He did. I didn't realize that he was in. I didn't realize he was American. He was born here. I always assumed he was a Brit. But anyway, Stuart Copeland did the score for this, and the score is awesome, and it's like terrible coming of age 90s-ness.
It's not bad. He's done some really good stuff. The rest of the movie, really, honestly, was so jarring and just bad that I wasn't really thinking about the music much.
Oh, dude, but what about when he got slingshotted by the twins off that hill and he ends up flying over a car? I mean, come on, that was so extreme, dude. If there's one thing the 90s was about, it was about being extreme. We had extreme Mountain Dew, extreme Nacho Doritos, we had extreme everything, dude, and that was extreme.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of want you to get the freeze frame of him flying over the car in a Midwest town tattooed on your lower back. I think that would be a good look. Well, I'll drop one of my nuggets then, since you mentioned the twins. This will maybe help get you through the next 10, 15 minutes, Benny, and that is that the Daniel Betances, which is one of the twins, was a holodeck shuttle pilot in Star Trek Voyager. So there you go.
Nice. That's tight. Oh, come on, man.
I'm trying so hard to keep you engaged, Benny.
We're trying to...
I checked out already anyways.
I know, but your negative comments are excellent. Ugh. Well,
I want a gripe of Kev here.
You want a gripe of Kev?
I have a gripe of Kev.
Oh, please, yes.
So the Devil's Backbone sequence.
Best sequence in the movie, yep.
Cool, yeah, we all knew it was coming, but I just, I don't buy that Surfer Dude would have any fucking clue where to go. That was the most complicated fucking
I agree.
sequence of movements and track in the history of stupid downhill bullshit. That, the moment I was like, there is no fucking way this kid knows where to go. Okay, the local kids know what's up, but, there's just no way this kid would be able to do that at all. And then, 2 seconds after I say that out loud, he's like, where did they go? So I think they kind of knew that.
I don't know. But he gets lost at the end, in the parking garage.
Looking
which
at the
is
finish line.
Kind of lame because, it's, I don't know, whatever. Because he's already there. He's practically at the end. It would have been, I don't know. I agree with you. I've always thought that. How the hell did he know where to go? How did any of them know where to go? It's so ridiculous. It's miles long, too. And how did they get the guest Gene girl hater from the beginning in the speech class to be the race starter? I don't know why she would do that.
That was awesome. Yeah, she's 20 miles away from the finish line. She's I'm just walking down now.
It's because she was so angry about the freaking guest Genes at the beginning in the speech class.
Fair enough.
That's a gripe that I've always pondered in my mind is how did he know the way? He would not know the way.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's my gripe.
There you go. All right, there you have it.
Do you know the way?
Mm-hmm. To San Jose?
How about the awesome, super predictable Mitchell and Jack finally become buddies at the very end when he helps him up off the ground.
Yeah.
Such priceless crap.
While they let the other kid literally die by drowning in the ice cold fucking lake.
I know. This is great.
For a second there, I was like, well,
Chocolate-stained
maybe he's gonna blow it by saving this kid's life. And they're like, no, he can die. It's fine.
No, yeah, totally. And then he's like, wait, I gotta go and help Jack up because we need to be friends.
Because I want to bang
Go
his
get
sister.
a basket of fries. He's always like, hey, why don't we get a basket of fries and sit down and talk about this?
You know who could have done a good job in that role, and that's Keanu, dude.
Me. Oh.
You. Yeah, you can. So that's why we did this. This is your lifelong dream, is that this was your breakout role?
Totally. That I never had.
Mm. Dude, this is a Keanu movie if I've ever seen
I
one.
thought that was infomercials.
Well, there was the infomercials too, but yeah. I loved how he was always like talking about getting a basket of fries to resolve everything.
Mm. See, I thought you were going to go for the, not for helping the kid up at the end, but for the whole, like, the gang shows up at the house. And they're like,
Oh, dude.
can we be friends now? And then, like, pick him up in the front room and, like, on their, like, what, in what universe does that
Yay.
ever happen?
Dude, you pulled his pants down. Yay. Let's pick you up on our shoulders.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're so cool now. After everything you've done and how we tortured you with KY jelly, glue, sand in your locker, poured water on the toilet paper, stole your clothes in the shower.
Ridiculous.
Now you're cool. Can you be on our race team, dude? It's the preps against the turds, and we need to win. Because we're sick of being kicked around, man.
Thanks, Gandhi.
Thanks, Gandhi. Yes. If you could have, like, lunch with anybody, living or dead, who would it be? Well, it'd be Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Gandhi, because, like, Gandhi reasons, and, like, you. But why would you pick me? I'm just an ordinary girl from Minnesota. Well, you're special.
Because you're not.
Oh.
And then he's like, hey, how about we go get a
Gandhi.
basket of fries and talk about it?
Why would you eat lunch with Gandhi? Oh, it wouldn't be much eating, so maybe that's a bad decision.
Wait a minute.
Oh my
Who
fucking
was the
god!
other one? Tony Hawk Pro.
He wants to have lunch with the game, just like a fucking PS1 game box next to his basket of fries.
Can you picture him at a table and across from him is the original Xbox? There's a basket of fries in the middle. Oh, God damn it, dude. I love it. Wow, this is really starting to get good.
It's the best I could do, bro.
Oh, you're nailing it. I mean, this is what it is. It's so bad. Except for Edie McClurg and the dad.
They were so good.
Oh, father.
Well, I'm feeling frisky. Let's go make some caramel corn.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, yo. And he starts doing the John Wayne. He's just like in his own world the entire time. It's great.
Broken dude.
Yeah, and how about Seth Green's like red
I was really
lens?
hoping the Kool-Aid
What?
guy was going to come crashing through the wall. Like that. It's just a great Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
New Kool-Aid Extreme Grape!
Kool-Aid man comes freaking blasting through the wall, dude, right as they're about to grab the Sunny D. Right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Wiley.
Like, Kool-Aid guy, you suck. We like Sunny D.
It would have been great if, like, when the guys came over to the house to tell Mitchell that they finally liked it, if they were like, hey, Wiley, what do you got to drink? And then we could have gotten that Sunny D
The proper
tie-in,
Sunny D, yeah.
And then milk, purple stuff, soda,
Sunny D.
Sunny D. And then they could have done the juicy fruit. They should have thrown in a juicy fruit montage. I can't stop thinking about that, Ben. They should have thrown a juicy fruit montage in with the other 7 montages in this movie.
I'd watch it.
Hell yeah.
It exists. It's a nostalgia critic on YouTube.
Smell of the ocean, purple sunsets, and surf it in the rain. Should have been. Smell of the ocean, purple sunsets, and a basket of fries. Holy shit. Oh, whoa. All right, a couple of little things, and then we'll just move on to Nugget's death and wrap this up. All right, so when he's skating in the beginning to go surfing, like with his buddy, there's nobody on the streets anywhere. Like, I was like, what? No cars, no pedestrians, nothing.
Ghost town.
Super weird. My favorite Edie McClurg line was, "Oh, there's the big hole where the sausage factory used to be." That was so great. And then one of my favorite things in the movie was and because we referenced this in a recent episode, is Wiley's black velvet Cobra blacklight poster. Not Cobra Kai, just a Cobra. Like, I want that fucking poster on my wall.
It'd be pretty sick. You got to get a matching blacklight. I had a couple blacklights, dude.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Nuggets Deaths ratings, yeah?
I call it a liquid Drano wannabe Bullwinkle. Nuggets.
I'm talking the big mujamba, man. The basket of fries with ketchup. Go ahead.
Yeah, I gave you the Star Trek one. So the dad in this one, this is for you, Kev.
Nice.
Also, I almost was able to connect this to Last Boy Scout because he was in an episode of the Wayans Brothers show, which I thought Damon Wayans was in, but it was other Wayans Brothers. But this dude was in an episode of the John Larroquette's show, so I just wanted to give you an excuse to talk about that for half an hour again.
I will spare you, Ben, and everyone that.
Okay. What was your nugget you were keeping secret, squirrel?
I got two. Okay, these are both great. You're going to love this one. Chris Conrad, who played Jack, he played the sniper sergeant in one of our favorite movies that we've watched too many times, Clear and Present Danger.
No way.
Yes, dude. He was the sniper sergeant, dude, because Shit Pushed In was...
The sniper candidate, yeah.
Yeah, Shit Pushed In was one of the sniper candidates, and then he was in it as well.
That is so awesome, and I now like this movie.
Yep. And then the other one is that Rob Bowman directed this movie, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob Bowman did Reign of Fire,
dude.
And EBD, great. In it, also terrible movie.
The feed on ash, live on dust, or whatever the fuck it was.
Come on, Tars, come on. We gotta go rollerblading, Tars.
Come on, Tars. I want to see Tars on rollerblades. That'd be amazing.
I want to see you do some rollerblading, Tars. Come on. We're gonna rollerblade through Gargantua 1, Tars.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's it.
This is a Seth Green nugget, but
whoa.
According to Jason Mewes, the studio didn't want him to return in Mallrats as Jay, and they wanted to get Seth Green in to replace him as Jay. So there is a universe where Seth Green is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh my god, I love that. And I'm so glad they didn't do that.
Me too.
Interesting.
You got one final one there, brah?
No, I don't.
You said you had two. Did you do two?
Yeah, Chris Conrad was one, Sniper Sergeant from Clear and Present Danger, and then Rob Bowman being the director was the second one. It's not really a nugget. I mean, anybody can find that out. But,
Gotcha.
you know.
No, I'm glad we covered that one.
He did Reign of Fire. I think that's the only movie that we've done that he's done other than this one.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he's done anything else, really, has he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what he got.
And yes.
Ben died watching this movie.
Yeah, so there you go. Ben died. No, he died watching this and listening to us talk about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me being dead.
Nice.
Oh, Ben, I forgot to hit record. Can we do this one again?
Nice one.
Not funny.
No.
No, we can't.
The answer, of course, is no.
All right. So the deaths are... I died in the beginning because of both of your collective hatred of this movie. And then, Chad, you died because you knew most of the Dunkaroos song.
Yeah, I'll take that death any day.
And then I had an extra lame Roger Star Wars death.
Yep.
And then Ben died from watching this and also from listening to us talk about it.
Yep.
And enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Ratings, bitch. What?
This movie fucking absolutely sucked. But it was, you should have known that coming in.
Exactly.
When I watched it, I was just like, this is a 1. This is definitely a 1. Which delightfully beats Zardoz by 0.1, which I think is hilarious.
Wow. Okay.
And is beaten by Robot Jocks.
Okay. What was Robot Jocks' ranking in the algorithm?
1.9.
Okay. Okay, I'm just dreading to hear Benny's terribly low score.
Yeah, you might want to go last, Kev. Otherwise, we'll be ending on a downer, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go last. Ben, favor us with your...
I don't even want to rate this. I don't even think it deserves to be on the radar, to be honest.
Wow.
I like some bad movies, you know. I get it. I get the bad movie thing, and you know, I clearly wasn't expecting anything much from this, but you know, like I said, to really razz on a movie or make fun of it or you know, shit on it, there's got to be some spark of something that you actually like in it. And this one just completely fucking missed the mark for me. It was just torture the entire way.
Yeah, I get it, man. I mean, look, for me, I had the nostalgia of the sort of HBO brainwashing with this movie, firstly, and you guys didn't have any of that, you know. And then I subsequently watched it numerous times after that, culminating in me buying this movie because it's so bad it's good kind of thing. And so I had nostalgia factor and all of that. I mean, this is like a typical, predictable coming-of-age story. It's got some great young actors in it that went on to do great things, as we know. And, you know, I don't know. That's it. That's why I love it. So I'm going to give it I'm going to kind of go sort of gripe engine, and I'm going to borrow Ben's probability drive, and I'm going to give this movie, I'm going to give it 6 baskets of fries.
I like it. You should have just gone with a straight 10 just to fuck with everybody.
Okay, fine. It gets an 8. It gets 8.5 baskets of fries with ketchup.
I love it. I love how much you love it, and I love that you've watched this more than once.
Yes, I'm not ashamed. I don't care. I don't care if the world knows.
And there you go.
And there you have it, folks. Airborne, directed by Rob Bowman.
I didn't actually rate it.
I thought you said
well,
you didn't want to.
You did. It was null rating. Like there was no rating.
Do you want to rate it?
Do you want to give it a rating?
Well, it would be rude not to give it something.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I thought you were just saying 0.
That wasn't finished.
Oh,
but that's okay.
Sorry, dude. I thought you were done. My bad.
Yeah, it gets 1 just you know, I guess just because of their existence, Seth Green and Jack Black each get 0.5 to make this a 1. They exist.
This movie
maybe it helped
exists.
them get some other acting roles and, you know, furthered their careers. So because of that, because it's a rung on the ladder or whatever, you know, I'll give it something.
Wow.
Begrudgingly.
Very begrudgingly.
It's like giving it's like somebody's thirsty and they're like, "Can I have something to drink?" And you're like, "No, I don't have anything." And they keep bugging you, and then eventually you're like, "Okay, here's this warm can of Coke I had in the back of my car."
Fine.
That's what that rating is like.
I like
dying of thirst.
It's a warm can of Coke.
It's a warm can of Coke in the back of your trunk for 6 months in the summertime.
Warm can of Diet Pepsi.
Ooh, there you go. Maybe Tab even.
Crystal Pepsi? Tab.
Whoa. Let's not get crazy, dude.
Dude, I said Diet Pepsi and I meant it, okay?
Okay.
All right, Diet Pepsi. Folks, there you have it, Diet Pepsi. I would strongly encourage everybody to go out and watch this movie at least one time so you can either hate it like Ben and Chad or love it like your good old Mulvey. And that's all I got to say about that. I'll go Chad Squirrel. What are we doing next week?
Next week, we're doing Excalibur.
Oh, for real? Yeah, let's do Excalibur.
Cool.
It's got 9-string balisette in it. Do we have to?
Well, there you go. That's what we're doing.
Folks, thanks so much for tuning in with us for this 90s classic Airborne. Stay tuned next week for me doing a lot of Patrick Stewart impressions and Excalibur. And so long for now.
See ya.
Bye.
Excalibur to my ready room. And that's going to wrap up this week's episode, folks. You can find the show notes for this episode in your podcast app of choice or on our website, ebd.fm/episodes/113. Hey, if you'd like to help us out, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/EBD podcast. Throw us a couple bucks. You can also rate us and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast nugs. Leaving a review is super powerful, so go throw us up a review on iTunes or wherever. It really helps out a lot. Also, tell somebody to check out the show. That is really powerful, and that helps a lot. And we really appreciate it, as we appreciate all of you. Don't forget to follow us on social media, folks. We use the handle @EBD Podcast on most all social media platforms. And you can find us chatting a lot on Instagram. So come and join in on the conversation. Thanks for joining us this week on Airborne. Stay tuned next week as we tackle the medieval classic, Excalibur. And we'll see you next time, folks. So long.
Two for Troy Eagle, three for Wolverine to round out the trio in this episode. Everybody dies.
Beady, beady, beady. Stop into it.
Tastes so good with a glass up. Moo.